Good afternoon, guys. It's Working, bringing you a very quick update on Bitcoin. Hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. We're looking at Bitcoin to the US dollar, one-day chart on Coinbase. Last time we spoke, guys, Bitcoin was operating, actually, where was it operating? It was just hanging around on $10,000 if memory serves. Let me zoom in here to the 4 hour actually. Hanging out around just $10,000 as memory served, guys. I did tell you that my bias yesterday was coming back down, a retesting of this $9,950 zone, and then I said we'd make a very quick one or two things were going to happen. Either we're going to break down fairly quickly, or we were going to see a nice little bounce to the upside here. As of right now, I am favoring a bounce to a back up to the upside, possibly hitting about 10,100 ish. Although I am not going to. I'm not sure I'm going to play that because I was expecting a bounce earlier. Now, I still think we might see it, but again, not enough to the point to where I'm going to play this. I think this is now time to be kind of sit back, relax. Unless you're scalping small time frames, guys. Personally, I've got a lot of things to do today, so this is going to be a very quick video. But unless you're scalping small time frames, guys, I think this is the time to sit back, relax, wait for a break above at least 10,650, or wait for that decisive break below this larger ascending support line that we've been discussing, anchoring back here on about May the 11th. So this is what I'm going to be watching here very, very closely, guys. We do have a couple new points of interest, in my opinion. We can see that as of right now, we are respecting that ascending support line here. As we can see, price just slowly moves its way up here. That being said, we can also see, if we zoom in here, that we do have a kind of a new point of reference here at about 10,120-ish, somewhere thereabouts, guys. That was support here on a very, very micro level. That was support here. Support turned into resistance. Resistance remained resistance basically all throughout July the 25th. And was also resistance on July the 23rd, was support on June 22nd, resistance on July 23rd, and resistance again confirmed on July 25th. And of course, we are seeing again support here. So if this does end up playing out to where price breaks up and again finds resistance at that point at about 10,650, if that does happen, I am going to start looking at this whole thing as a potential ascending triangle here. If that is the case, I am going to start looking for moves at least to 10,650. I told you yesterday we may start looking at 10,650 if this does hold. I still do think that is a possibility if we can come up here, and if this, more than likely, either we're going to break right through it, or as I said, if we reject right there, not necessarily even reject, but find resistance right there at that 10,123-ish, I will start to view this as a very, very real potential of an ascending triangle, and at that point, probability will favor a break to the upside. So let's wait and see kind of how this ends up playing out. For now, we're not seeing anything on the RSI on the 4 hour, RSI and MACD not showing us much of, really much of anything. Let's zoom into the 2 hour, see if we can see anything at all. Yeah, not really much on the not much on the 2 hour. Let me just for grins and giggles, do we have anything on the hourly? No, not much on the hourly either. So let's quickly check our moving averages, exponential moving averages, and Bollinger Bands here, guys. We can see that we are yesterday we did again confirm below the 55-day EMA, and we are kind of in a again. I kind of like to call this purgatory, the kind of the calm before the storm. We can see that price did jump down here, guys, created kind of a hammer, not really, but kind of a hammer again. Just on this is on the daily, kind of a hammer here, which again, not perfect hammer, but hammer-ish, which would suggest a temporary bottom. And then yesterday's candle closed very interestingly, guys. Yesterday's candle closed as almost type of a shooting star. Again, not perfectly, but almost a shooting star. And typically when you see two candles back to back that basically means the exact opposite, the market is having a lot of time. It really is, as I like to say, an epic battle between bulls and bears. Now, I will have to say that we have closed below the 55-day EMA. We are well below the 21-day EMA, and we tried to break above the 8-day EMA, and that was rejected. We do have the 21 above the 8, which is now above the 55, but if in the next day or two, probably 2 to 3 days, we get that 8-day EMA crossing below the 55, that's going to be a very, very bearish indication, guys, and I will start looking for targets down to at least 9,400, if not 8,900, which would be a more likely thing. Now, if I come in here and I look at the 4 hour, the 4 hour is without question suggesting a larger move. We are getting the Bollinger Band start to bottleneck. We are getting the 821 and 55-day EMA all start to converge. 50-day simple is also sitting right there as well. So this does suggest a larger move is likely to come in the next 24 to 48 hours, and let's wait and see kind of how this ends up playing out. Regarding the weekly, On the weekly, we have now, we are trading as of right now below the 8-week EMA. Again, as you guys know, in the long term, I'd like to see a close below the 8-week EMA and then a massive reversal and a continuation to the upside, because historically that has been what has happened. However, selfishly in the short term, if you're looking at as a short-term trader, a short-term bull, you want to see this 8-day EMA continue to get defended. And as of right now, we haven't had a close. We won't have a close for another what is it, Friday? So Saturday, Sunday, for another 2 days. And so we'll have to wait and see how this ends up playing out. If we do close below the 8-day EMA, I will be looking temporarily for some more downside, but then a very massive reversal. If we close above the 8-week EMA here, that may indicate, because it's gone on this long, that may indicate the bulls may just be able to fight the bears off, and we may just continue back to the upside. But again, I think long term that would be less healthy, because I still think we'd be looking for a much larger correction somewhere between that high of 13,800 to 16,200. Let's quickly check longs and shorts, and then I've got to run, guys. I'm not going to be doing any questions today. I apologize for that, but I will get to it a little bit later. Shorts not showing much of anything. Yeah, once again, longs basically just consolidating, not showing much of anything, which does tell you that the market is basically just sitting around and waiting for that larger move to come, and that also is confirmed with daily volume. Daily volume sitting at about 14.2 billion on the day, and if we look at historically here, since July the 28th, it was 25 billion, 20 billion, 20.7 billion, 20.2 billion, 19.1, or excuse me, 17.1, 16.3, and then hanging around 17, dropping to 15.8 yesterday, and we're sitting at 14.2 today. Bottom line is the volume is slowly ticking off here, guys, and all of that confirms that the market is sitting around on their hands waiting for a larger move to come, and I do believe that is the smarter play. Unless you're very comfortable scalping, guys, I do believe that is the smarter play as of right now. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things there, guys. I really have to get rolling here. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. I will try to get to your comments and your questions on a follow-up video, maybe later tonight, maybe tomorrow. Until next time, guys, please trade safe. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell on the bottom, guys. Until next time, trade safe. Take care of yourselves. This is Working. Signing out.